Hi there, once again, my name is Spencer Dunleavy. I'm a fourth year medical student here at Columbia. In this video, you're going to learn how to import a data set and gain an understanding of how to work through directories or folders in your system. The first step is to actually know what your working directory is. The getwd command will allow you to find your current working directory or folder. If I run this command, I can see that I am in this weird folder called Home Jovian Introductory Videos. Okay. If I look on the left here, I can actually see that that's the case. Home/Jovian is my baseline directory, and I was in the introductory videos folder, which is where the importing data file was. Now, if I want to set a new working directory, I can use the setwd command. As I type in the folders in my system, R will suggest the next options. So here, I could set a new working directory where I go into the home folder, then Jovian, and then go into the categorical analysis, which is a future lecture you'll learn about. There, I could start to access files that are in that folder. However, if I wanted to figure it out just by typing, I could actually just start typing it and use tab completion. So here I type in Jovian. It gives me all of my options. I take the first one by pressing enter. I can see all of my folders that are available to me. Let's say I go into linear regression 1. And then I can also see all the files that are in that folder. If I press Control Enter, it would set me into that working directory, and I would then be able to see all of the files if I wanted to work in that directory. So if I run this command, I will now set my working directory to be this new linear regression 1 folder. If I want to see all the files that are in that folder, because I've set my working directory, I can use the list.files command. When I do this, I can see there is a county health ranking CSV, an Excel file, more CSVs, and other IPython notebooks. If I want to now navigate back to the introductory videos directory, I can try to import some data from that folder. So here, I will run these commands where I set my working directory to the introductory videos data subfolder, and I list the files that are in that folder. As you can see, I have 2 CSV files available, the County Health Rankings in 2021 and the New York City Haynes dataset. You'll work with both of these datasets throughout the course, as well as many other datasets. The first thing to notice is the type of data file you have. Here, in these 2 examples, we have comma-separated values, or .csvs. This is the most basic way we store data, and it can be viewed in any text editor, Excel, or really any statistical software. Comma separated means that each column has a comma between its values, as shown when I open it up in my Notepad viewer. Here you can see the County Health Rankings in 2021, just as the pure CSV file, without any interpretation by statistical software. You can see that there are different rows, where you have different columns that are all separated by these commas. R and other statistical softwares will be able to interpret that to put into a much more readable and analyzable format. To import a CSV file, you use the read.csv function. This creates a data frame object that you can then work with using R. In general, you want to create a variable with a useful name to describe the dataset so you can refer to it later. Here, I will name an object named counties.df that contains the data from the County Health Rankings.csv file. Here, I name my data frame, counties.df, and then I use the read.csv command to read in the file that I'm specifying, and I define the separator as a comma. You don't need to do that if it's comma separated, but if you had other types of data, which are tab separated, slash separated, and other things, you could specify it here. I've run this command, and now my counties.df object will have all of the information from this CSV file. If I want to view the actual data set, I use the view command. Notice that view is capitalized. R is case sensitive in basically every situation, and so you need to pay attention to when things are capitalized or uncapitalized. Here, I run the view command. As you can see, I have all of these different columns describing different variables, and I have a bunch of different rows describing either states or counties across the United States. The view command is often very difficult to work with because it shows way too much information. I could use the same idea to import the NYC Haynes dataset in this folder. Again, I specify an object, NYC Haynes data frame, and I just read in that information. If I wanted to, I could view this NYC Haynes data frame by typing in the view command. But what if you want to import a file that's not in your current working directory? So far, you've only seen where I read a CSV in the directory I'm actually in. So here I'm going to show you how to get a CSV file in a different folder, in this case, in the correlations folder. It's actually just a copy of the county health rankings. I named it something different so that you could see that it's different. So I'm going to say a new county data frame, another county data frame. That's my object. I assign it using this operator, and I use the read.csv. Here, because I'm going into a different directory, I need to specify the exact path to find that file. So it's in home, and then Jovian, and correlation, and then this other example data set that I have created. If I run this command and view it, you can see that it is in fact the same data set copied into a different directory that I've just accessed. You don't always have to import .csv. We're going to do that for this course, but there are many packages that can help you read in data from other formats, including Excel files, PDF files, HTML files, SPSS files, and so much more. So now you try. Open up a new notebook in your server and run the get working directory command to figure out where you are actually located. If you want, you can also try navigating in the other directories in the system to get used to that system.